everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I am going to jump on here and do my budget with me for the last week of September. And I have to apologize that this video is actually coming a little late, as is a few like the cash envelope video and whatnot, as my son has been in the children's hospital unexpectedly for the last week. And so I've been there with him, so obviously I haven't been home to do any videos or actually even budget. So I'm trying to play catch up now. He is feeling a lot better. We're home now, so now we're just trying to get back into our normal routine as, like I said, it was an unexpected visit to the hospital and he had to be there for about a week and a half before they discharged him. So, some of you guys have commented and sent me messages, which I greatly appreciate those, so thank you guys so much for your support and whatnot. But we will go ahead and get started here. So I am using my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner for my budgeting, and this is what I use for all of my budgeting. All of the stickers that you see in here are from my Etsy shop, Morey Designs, which I will post a link in the description below for that, if you guys wanted to check any of those out. Now, I had, obviously, like I said, we went to the hospital. We actually went into the hospital here Monday the 23rd, and he wasn't released until the 28th, and today's actually the 29th. So we basically went straight from our ER, local ER, to the children's hospital, which is 3 hours away. So I didn't have time to run home and get anything. I basically just followed the ambulance down. So I had a lot of unbudgeted expenses this week just because I was down there. I didn't feel comfortable leaving him and coming back here, and plus the trip, you know, it would have been a 6-hour drive round trip. So I had to swipe my debit card a lot this week, which I'll explain to you guys where that money comes from, as obviously unbudgeted items are just what they say. It's something that you are not budgeting for, so the money has to come from somewhere. So I'll explain to you guys where that comes from, but let's just go ahead and get started. So the day that we went, I actually had taken him to the doctor that morning, and then it kind of wound to another doctor, and then the ER, and then the children's hospital. So in between trips, I did have to stop and get gas. So we're going to go ahead and start there. And before I do that, what I do, I guess for those of you who haven't seen my weekly budgeting videos, is I basically budget out from the previous Saturday to this Friday. So the 21st of September to the 27th of September. And I keep track of my expenses on this monthly overview, as well as any bills that are due, my paydays, anything budget related. So every week I come in here and I track my expenses. So this is my expense tracker key or legend, which I also make these in my Etsy shop. It just snaps right into your planner. You can use it in a life planner, whatever planner has a coil. So it's really handy. It also helps me flip right to the page that I need, so I always have it to my month overview. And then what I do is I just track my expenses with my expense tracker stickers. If I can get them out here, I just have various different colors and whatnot, so that's for those, and then I just use them based on the category or the legend I have up here. And then I go into my weekly check-in, which is right here, and then this is where I write down my transactions. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So we're just going to go ahead and start with the first one here, which is gas. And that was on Monday the 23rd at Casey's. Get my pen ready here. So zoom in a little for you guys. So on 9/23 We spent exactly $40 for gas. That was the category. And then the description, I usually just put the place, which is Casey's. So we'll go ahead and just check that one off right here. Okay, now the next one was also on the 23rd, and now I'm using orange, and now I need to, let's see if I can get a different color orange that would show up. I have yellow as gas, and I like to color coordinate with the same color pen, but as you can imagine, yellow did not show up very well, so I've been using orange, but now I actually have an orange category, and I did not think that through. I'm going to use red for, to write down my unbudgeted. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And we're going to switch out oranges. Okay, so next is on that same Monday, I had to go to the pharmacy because, like I said, we had gone to the doctor that morning, and so I had to get some nausea prescription for my son. So that was on Monday. Also, the 23rd. Oh, that looks so similar to the orange. Oh, well. And that was $17.90. So the category for that is unbudgeted. And the description of that one was Hy-Vee. That's where we get our prescriptions. So my unbudgeted, what I do is, like, all of my debt snowball I kind of just collect it throughout the month, and then at the end of the month I put that towards a debt snowball or whatever I'm trying to pay off in that particular month. I just put that one lump sum that I've saved throughout the month to that bill at the end of the month. So I just leave it in my checking account. And then I don't do the $0 or zero-based budget with like Dave Ramsey. I don't do that. I kind of do, but I don't like to have absolutely nothing left over because, you know, in situations just like this, I would not have any money to have paid for any of this, and I was stuck, you know, down in a hospital for a week and with nothing really because it was completely unexpected. So I do the zero-based budget to a certain extent, but I do leave some extra in there just in case. So all of these unbudgeteds came from the extra that was in there, and also whatever, it took a little bit out of the debt snowball money that I had in there, so now I will just have less to put towards my debt snowball, but that way I didn't have to use a credit card or something like that, which is nice. So that's where my unbudgeted money comes from. People do it different ways, but that's just the way that I do it. Okay, so next, on Tuesday the 24th, I ate at Arby's. There was one right across the road of the hotel, so I walked over there while my son was sleeping and grabbed something to eat. So that worked out pretty well. That was $9.74. So I'm just going to check this one off. Okay, next was on Wednesday, the 25th, at the hospital cafe. Obviously I had to eat, and so I ate at the hospital cafeteria quite a bit. So that was the 25th, and that was $8.20. I think I had broccoli and cheddar soup and a salad, and the soup was so good. Okay, so that was also unbudgeted, and we're just going to put cafe for that one. And then also on that same day, I went to the gift shop and I got my son just a few things to have. The Children's Hospital was really good about having stuff to keep the kids busy. They would bring down he could even bring down an iPad or puzzles, board games, so that was really nice. But I did go to the gift shop and got him a teddy bear. And I think I got him a balloon also. Okay, so that took care of the hospital cafe and the gift shop. On Thursday the 26th, gas station. I can't even remember what I got there, to be honest with you. And that was $13.92. It wasn't enough for gas, but I honestly do not remember. Okay, and then on that same day, hospital cafe again. My two other kids came down Wednesday night and stayed the night there with us, and then they just skipped school this day just so that they can kind of hang out with me and my son. So we ate at the hospital cafeteria again that day, so that was $16.30. I think they each got a slice of pizza, and they were huge slices. So again, I'm just going to put cafe. So that took care of those two from the 26th. And then we end it with another stop at the gift shop. And this time I actually took my son down there. He was allowed to kind of go out and walk around and whatnot. So, or actually wheel around. He was in a wheelchair. So I took him there and we got some more, we got a card game, some activity books and whatnot, because at this point we still weren't sure how long he was going to be in there, so gift shop. And then he ended up getting to leave the next day. Okay, so those are all the transactions that I had this week, so the 21st through the 27th. So now what I'm going to do is, there we go, I'm just going to add up my categories and put the totals over here. So spending, I actually didn't have anything for spending. I'm just going to flip this over. So for spending, as well as, and actually I did have grocery money, which I'll get into here in a second. Gas, spent $40, and I had $40 in it, so we had $0 remaining there. Groceries, now because Mondays are the days that I normally go to the grocery store, and that is the day that we actually went into the hospital, and then we're gone for the week, so I didn't go grocery shopping that week at all. So that $80 I actually kind of forwarded on to the next week, and you'll see that in my cash stuffing video here in just a little bit. But so for groceries, we still did have $80 remaining, but like I said, this is not going into a debt snowball like it normally do, because I'm just going to put it into groceries for this week, or this upcoming week. Sinking funds, I spent nothing there. And then unbudgeted. So let's just add up these unbudgeted amounts and see what we come up with. So $17.90, $9.74, $8.20, $46.95, $13.92, $16.30, and $46.19. So $159.20. So $159.20. So obviously the goal is to not have any unbudgeted, which I did pretty good the rest of the month, but unexpected things happen, and you just gotta kind of go with the flow of what you can do at that particular time. So I'm gonna go back here, and I have my no spend stickers I did just make these a few weeks ago and put them in my Etsy shop. I think they're pretty cute. So obviously, normally I do pretty good with no spend, but I didn't do all that great this week. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these no spend stickers on the 21st and the 22nd because I did not spend any money out of anything those 2 days. So that is pretty good. And another thing, you won't see it in this cash envelope stuffing, the one that I'm going to do here in a little bit, but on the 4th of October, you'll actually see my paycheck from my full-time job is going to be less because I was out this entire week and I didn't have enough PTO to be off the entire week, so I did have to take some of that time unpaid. So you'll see that here as we're always paid for the previous week on a weekly basis. So, and then once I do my September budget recap, I'll go through here and total everything up for my weekly check-ins. But that was pretty much it for my transactions. I will probably go through, because we will have the 28th, 29th, and 30th here. So, and I know obviously today is Sunday. I know I'm going to have to go to the grocery store tomorrow because I have not been to the grocery store since Monday the 16th because of everything that happened. So I really need to go to the grocery store. So I know I'll have at least one expense here that we can add to the transactions page as well as to the weekly check-ins. But I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!